rise, yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go, let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, Runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, We've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. These two teams all tied after one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Steelers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
George Pickens, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Now Trubisky. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. This first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Wilson fires quickly for Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Tyson Alualu. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
A torn ACL cost George Pickens most of his final season at Georgia, but he did return for the college football playoffs and had an impact. And in his first 2 years there, wow. Led the Bulldogs in touchdowns both seasons. Had people thinking he could be a first-round pick. His ceiling is huge with this kid. Nice pickup there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Here's Berrios. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trubisky's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On second down, this is Harris. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the way going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. He gets it left side to Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go play action. Trubisky. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. 80 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Touchdown at Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's a nice play on Carl Lawson's first true season as a Jet, because he missed all of last year with a torn Achilles after signing a big deal with New York in 2021. He's trying to get back to the form he had in Cincinnati, where he had 20 sacks.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Lock it. Red.
Play action. It's Trubisky out to his left. The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this down to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the give, this is Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A first down there on a pickup at 25. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here comes Berrios. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the...
Under pressure, they got him again. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And this was a very close ball game at half. halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get the and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data's, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready?